Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, reaching for your phone, and hearing a small, raspy voice from under your bed whisper, "Are you finally awake? I've been watching you sleep for 6 hours." You freeze. It's not a person, it's your cat. And he has a lot to say about your life choices. We've always wondered what animals are thinking, but we never stop to ask if we actually want to know. If every creature on Earth suddenly gained the gift of gab, the world wouldn't become a Disney movie. It would become a loud, chaotic, and terrifying nightmare. The first thing you'd notice is the noise. It wouldn't be a gentle hum of nature, it would be a deafening wall of sound. Every tree would scream with the territorial disputes of birds. Pigeons wouldn't just coo, they'd be shouting about crusty bread and sidewalk politics. "That's my spot. Get off my ledge. Look at that shiny wrapper." The peaceful park where you go to clear your head would become a shouting match between squirrels arguing over buried nuts they've forgotten. Your morning walk would feel like walking through a crowded stadium where everyone is yelling at once and no one is listening. Then there's the loss of privacy. Think about your dog. He's seen everything. He's been in the room for your most private moments, your loudest arguments, and your weirdest midnight snacks. Now, imagine him being able to tell your neighbors, your boss, or your date exactly what you do when no one is looking. "He cried for 3 hours while eating raw cookie dough last night," your golden retriever might chirp to the mailman. Animals would become the ultimate whistleblowers. Crime would be impossible to hide, but so would your secrets. Every fly on the wall would literally be a witness. Your houseplants might not talk, but the spiders in the corners would have enough dirt on you to ruin your reputation forever. But the chaos goes deeper than just gossip. Think about the ethical collapse of society. Right now, we live in a world where we sit at the top of the food chain in silence. But what happens when the cow on your dinner plate looks you in the eye and asks, "Why?" What happens when the chicken in the supermarket starts screaming for its mother? Our entire food industry would vanish overnight. We couldn't handle the guilt of eating something that can beg for its life or tell us about its dreams. The global economy would shatter as we realize that our leather shoes and steak dinners were once people with voices, opinions, and fears. And what about nature? We think of animals as innocent, but a talking animal kingdom would reveal a much darker side of the wild. Predators wouldn't just hunt, they would taunt. Imagine a lion explaining to a gazelle exactly how he's going to catch her, or a cat playing with a mouse while narrating the terror in the mouse's voice. The majesty of the wild would be replaced by the brutal reality of a world where everyone is a critic. Even the smallest bugs would become a nuisance. Imagine trying to sleep while 1,000 mosquitoes outside your window are chanting your name, thirsty for your blood, and telling you how sweet you smell. The most chilling part, however, wouldn't be the talking. It would be the truth they tell us. Animals see the world as it really is, without the filters of human ego or greed. They would tell us how we've ruined their homes, how we've polluted their water, and how we've ignored their presence for centuries. We would be forced to listen to a planet that is finally able to complain. The silence we enjoy today is a shield. It protects us from the weight of what we do to the world. If that shield broke, we wouldn't just hear voices. We would hear the consequences of our own lives. In the end, we might find ourselves desperately wishing for the one thing we always took for granted: the beautiful, golden gift of silence. The world is a much safer place when only humans are allowed to lie.